Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid.
And Black Superman.
Also known as David Clark.
And Walter Bryant.
And today, we're talking about Iceman being gay now.
Yeah, okay. I think all of you know how we feel about characters who get retconned into something that they weren't before just for the sake of, I don't know, making a splash.
Headlines, basically. I mean, now, it was written by Brian Michael Bendis, which everyone knows there is the Marvel-verse, and then there's the Bendis-verse.
The Bendis-verse.
Yeah, he's got, because he doesn't care what everyone else is doing.
No, not at all.
But basically what happened was, Jean Grey, as written by Brian Michael Bendis, just read Iceman's mind and said, yeah, you're gay. He just outright said it. We don't even know if Iceman knew that about himself.
Actually, according to all the articles I've read, he wasn't aware that he was gay.
Right, so she just shattered his personality. But anyways, Bendis went on Twitter and said, I didn't want it to be a big thing. I just wanted it to be out there. I didn't want it to grab headlines. No, sir. That's why you did this. That's why Marvel let you do it.
Okay.
That's what they did it for.
Now let's think about how many people he knows who read minds. Professor X. You're telling me Professor X never once mentioned, oh, Bobby, by the way, if you're feeling a certain way about Logan, you should just go on and go with that. Or, let's see, the White Queen, who actually took over his body.
Yeah. That's as close as you can get to somebody.
Yeah, and she never once said, "Oh, by the way, you and I like the same things."
And was she in the Brotherhood when that happened?
She was. She had been kicked out of the Brotherhood when that happened.
But was she still evil at that point?
She was still evil.
So then she would have said that to mess with him.
Yeah. So, exactly.
I mean, we all know this is a new development. They didn't, and I talked to some of my gay friends today at work about this, and they were upset about it too because there was no lead up. It's like they're pandering to the gay community. They're like, hey, look, we just changed a text bubble, added 3 letters. Now he's gay, so now you all blindly love Marvel and give us money and give us your loyalty forever.
To be fair, DC did it first.
Oh no, DC, you're not clear either. You're just not the one doing it right now. Give them 5 minutes. They'll catch up.
And remember, we still have Cannonball, who they did this to first.
Right.
So yeah, lately they've been taking characters. Some of them are beloved characters, like the original Green Lantern. Some of them are characters, and like Iceman. Yeah. And some of them are characters like Cannonball, who basically only a real fan actually knows who the heck I'm talking about.
Right. Now, it looks like they're gonna make the X-Men even more so an analogy for homosexuality. And that there's a danger in that, because if you get too preachy, it's going to cease to become the X-Men. It's kind of like the problem you had with Steel, right?
Yeah, exactly. With Steel, when there was a particular black guy who was writing him, and it became so political that I stopped enjoying the comic.
Right.
And that's exactly the way X-Men might get. For a little while in the 90s, that also happened too, where it was a really big hotbed time for like black and white relations, and so they started doing where like they would have 4 panels, but there'd be like 17 panels of writing there, and you stop reading the book.
Yeah, so I mean that's definitely a danger, and also at some point you have to kind of question why, like, because like there's a few X-Men who are gay. If they keep going with that, it's like you can't just make all the X-Men gay. That's not how humanity works. Not every single person is going to be gay. That's just not realistic. I mean, and so far, I mean, like there's like what 3 or 4.
Yeah, so far that we know of. I mean, because there could be a couple more.
There's not that many core members that everyone loves. There's like what 15, 20 maybe.
There's only 200 mutants left.
No. They're all back now after the Phoenix thing. When you said no more Phoenix, it brought mutants back. So there's lots of mutants now.
Okay,
but if they all start turning up gay, we have a problem, Marvel. Because that just shows a lack of creativity. And I mean personally, I was talking to people about it today. What kept coming up was that people kept thinking it would have been better if they just made a new character, or if they really wanted to do the Iceman thing because of the time thing being weird and everything being reset and changed, if they had led into it. But to just take one panel and go, well, you're gay.
Okay. Now, the entire internet bashed Michelle Rodriguez a couple of months ago for saying, I get tired of them taking white people's superheroes and turning them into something
Which
else.
has never happened.
Well, no, but like recently, that's exactly what's happening. Like Heimdall in the comic books has always been white until recently, and then like with a few other characters, the Kingpin in 2005, they decided to make Michael Clark Duncan.
He was
him.
really good though.
He really was.
He
He was an awesome Kingpin.
Like he was the only good part of that movie.
So, but you know, like lately they've been recasting Johnny Storm, people who aren't that into that,
Right.
And so you know, she's like, you know, why don't you stop taking the white people's superheroes away from them and make new superheroes, so that if you want to include us. Just give us our own people,
Right. But see, that takes a lot of effort, and sometimes they're not always willing to put any effort in. They want to take a name that you already know and love and just attach a new label. Attach a new label to it, and it's like that's jacked up. Now, that's how we feel about the Iceman thing. Let us know below how you feel about Iceman being gay, whether or not you're for it, against it, confused by it, thought they should have been, writers.
He's confused by it.
He is for sure confused. He's like, I'm pretty sure I'm straight. She's like, no, you're not.
And young Iceman is like standing there next to him going, no, really, we're not.
Yeah. She's like, no, I've had mind reading powers for 5 minutes. I think I know what I'm talking about. Because this is young Jean Grey who just got everything unlocked. So it's like, you're not that good. I mean, she may be. I don't know. I don't keep up with the X-Men because they've kind of fallen off. Like, ever since AVX, I kind of just said, I don't like them.
Well, I mean, they murdered Wolverine and
they did.
They turned Iceman gay, so I'm kind of done with them.
Now, we are still doing the points. So for this week's question, going to be an X-Men themed question. At the end of Avengers vs. X-Men, who killed the Phoenix? Do you know?
Question.
Do you know?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question, right? Yeah. So that's the question. Answer it below on this video, and then next week we'll say, see who got it right first. Remember, only the first one gets it, and then they'll be added to our point tally. But that's it for this week, guys. We're trying to do a little shorter video format. If you guys like us doing shorter videos, let us know. If you would prefer us to do longer or something in the middle, let us know. But we're trying to change things up and streamline the show for you guys. So, but that's it for this week. Until next time, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid
and Black Superman.
See you later, guys.